You know, every safe and sound course that I do, I learn something new. And my number one thing, if you've ever been on any of my courses, you'll know my number one thing, talking, getting things off your chest, is my number one. Nothing new with that. You know, a trouble shared is a trouble hard, is something our nanas and grandas told us for years. Get things off your chest, get things on the table. But it is true, certainly as a wellbeing coach in the police for 30 years, by a country mile. My colleagues, police officers, police staff that talked about stuff that was going on found that they were able to move forward quicker and in better shape. And interestingly, you don't always see this coming, do you? But following the arena attack at the Manchester Arena in 2017, the same applied to me. Following the attack, we, as wellbeing coaches, as you can imagine, had many one-to-ones with people. People had been there on the night. People had been involved in the days and weeks that followed, supporting them, looking after them, giving them a listening ear, somebody to vent and offload. And of course, we were listening to their stories and everything that had gone on. Rightly so, that's the role of the wellbeing coach in policing. But what was interesting, 2 months on after the attack, the wellbeing team looked at me and the other wellbeing coaches and said, "Time for you to talk." And of course we were like, "No, we're fine, you know, we're used to it, it's what we're trained to do." And we went to the police benevolent lodges in Lango, over in the Ribble Valley, for those that know it. Spent some time there, beautiful part of the country, and spoke with professional counsellors about what we'd heard. And the point to this video, this is the interesting bit, this is the gold, is that it was when I sat and started to speak about what I'd heard during those weeks that it all came flooding out. And I felt better as well. It reduced my stress, gave me an opportunity to decompress, to share my story. It's a leveler, and nobody is immune from this stuff. And that's why talking, getting stuff out of your head, will always be my number one thing. The prop that I have during the training is a bottle of acid. There's nothing in it. It's a skull and crossbones, just to represent the corrosive element of acid. And keeping things locked away in the corners of your mind, the dark recesses of your mind, are like an acid, and eventually will come back and corrode you in not a very good way. Talking will always be my number one thing. Thank you for listening. Take care. We'll see you soon.